Okay, here is the next question. Calculating the solubility from KSP. Now, you might know what to do, but it's really important to read the question. Given the following values of KSP, for each of the following pairs of solids, predict which solid would have greater molar solubility at 25 degrees Celsius. Calculate the molar solubility. Once you calculate the molar solubility, the larger the number, the greater the solubility. Okay, so for these questions, it's really important to write the chemical dissolution or the solvation equation, the balanced solvation equation, and let's do that. So I have it partially written right here. Let's go to the common ion table, and with the common ion table, just gotta go find that. Here's my common ion table, and you see that fluoride is -1, calcium is +2. Back to the question. Here's the question. Remember, calcium is +2, so we'll go with 2 plus. Barium, didn't look at barium. Barium is 2 plus right here. Okay. And we'll put a 2 plus on barium as well. So I'll put my superscripts in. Oops. There we go. And then the fluoride, remember, was -1, and there are 2 fluorides in the formula. So that's where you put the 2 in the front and put 2F-. So now you have the balanced chemical equation for the dissolution or the solvation of calcium fluoride in water. Notice that water is not a reactant. All it does is surrounds the ions as an ion dipole interaction. It's called an ion dipole with water. So water having positive and negative poles. So now we write the KSP expression, the solubility product expression, KSP. It's a mathematical equation, so you have to say KSP is equal to the concentrations of the products over the reactants, and the reactants is solid, so solid will be counted as 1. We don't need to write that down in our equilibrium KSP expression. Okay, now this is where you have it. Calcium concentration times the fluoride concentration squared for the first equation, and the barium fluoride would be Ba2 plus concentration times the concentration of fluoride ion concentration squared. Okay, so this is what you'd have. Now the next step is to prepare your ice table. Your ice table will help you identify the equations or the components to the equation. Here's the ice table that I prepared. Ice is initial change equilibrium. Initially, the calcium fluoride solid dissolves in water to give you 0 calcium. There's initially 0 calcium ions and 0 fluoride ions. Very important to note that. So the other thing is the change will be a plus X because some of the solid dissociates into the water, not all of it. And for this fluoride ion, this will also be plus, this time 2X, because there is a 2 stoichiometric coefficient in front. So in equilibrium, we'll have X for the calcium 2 plus and 2X for the fluoride ion. Our next step is to rewrite the equilibrium expression for the solubility product. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in our numbers or variables to this formula. So KSP for the fluoride is 4.0 times 10 to the negative 11. And we'll put that down. Just going to copy and paste this. And this is for the calcium will be the value of X. And this will be 2X for the fluoride. That's all we're doing is we're replacing the equilibrium variables into the equation. Now we solve for X. This will be 4X cubed. So expand this to 4X cubed, and we'll do that. The next step is we'll solve for X, divide both sides by X. Just gonna copy and paste this. Let's do it step by step. It's gonna run out of room here. Okay. So divide both sides by 4. We get 1.0 times 10 to the minus 11 is equal to X cubed. And solving, so this should both be equal. Solving for this equation, X, we need our calculator. On your Sharp calculator, you should be able to press these buttons in order to get the final answer. On your Sharp calculator, press second F, then press the button that has this cube root. It will be the X cube button, but you're going to be using the cube root. And then you press 1.0, and then you press the EXP button. This would be the best way to use the exponent. And then number 5 is you're going to press the minus 11. And this should give you an answer of 2.15 times 10 to the negative 4. So X is equal to 2.15 times 10 to the minus 4. That will be your answer for the molar solubility. Whatever the answer of X is, this will be the molar solubility. You can put it M to indicate its moles per liter. Now let's just take a look quickly at the significant figures. We only had 2 sig figs right here. So the answer should be 2 sig figs, and that will be 2.2 times 10 to the minus 4. Molar solubility for calcium fluoride. We could do exactly the same process for barium fluoride. Barium fluoride, we got 2.4 times 10 to the minus 5, and we could repeat the whole process, and we'll find this out. Now we repeat the whole process for barium fluoride. The ice table looks exactly the same. There's no difference. Barium fluoride would be the solid dissolves in water. Initially, there's 0 barium ions and 0 fluoride ions. Again, the change will be plus X and plus 2X again, because the number 2 stoichiometric coefficients in front. Then what we do here is, again, have the equilibrium values of X and 2X. Write the solubility product expression, fill in the numbers and the variables, solve for X. On your calculator, you should be able to repeat the whole process. Press the second F, then press the cube root button, or the this will be cubed, X cubed, but we're using the cube roots. Press 2.4, then the EXP button, and to the negative 5, the answer. So solving for X, when you press these keys, you get 2.88 times 10 to the minus 2. This is, again, in molar solubility, so this will be a big M moles per liter. Now let's reevaluate the significant figures. There's only 2 significant figures in the number of the KSB. So what we're going to do is replace this with only 2 significant figures, not 3. So it's 2.9 times 10 to the minus 2. Now comparing the molar solubility, the bigger number is the one that is more soluble. As you can see, the value of the molar solubility for the barium fluoride is larger in number, so this one will be the more soluble ionic compound, barium fluoride. Now, for us in chemistry, we understand these big M's moles per liter. But for the regular person out on the street, it's probably better to know about mass solubility. In order to calculate the mass solubility of barium fluoride, you have to basically multiply this moles per liter times the grams per mole of barium fluoride. Let's do that. Now, all you need to do is go to the periodic table, find the molar mass or the atomic mass of barium. Barium is 137. It would be in group 2. So 137 for barium. The fluorine would be in group 17 or column 17, and it's 19. So we're going to take 137.3 plus 19 times 2. This will give us a molar mass of 175.3. Try to do it to one decimal place. At least one decimal place. And this will be in grams of the barium fluoride per mole of barium fluoride. And this will give you the mass solubility. Notice that the moles cancel and you get grams per liter. And this is equal to 5.1 grams per liter. We want to multiply this into, milligrams per liter ppm. Then what we do is multiply by 1,000 milligrams per gram. This will be 5,100 milligrams per liter, or 5,100 ppm.